Hello students, myself Mrs. S. A. Patil from Department of Computer Technology, KK Polytechnic, Nasik. Today we are going to learn working with computer system and identifying the peripherals of the computer. We also learn how to connect the devices or peripherals to the system. First of all, now we are going to see the types of a computer or a PC. First is a desktop computer or a personal computer, and other is a laptop. Nowadays, the tablets or tabs in short are very popular. Now we are going to see what functions of a computer perform irrespective of its size. It performs 5 major functions. It accepts data or instructions from the user with the help of input devices like keyboard, mouse, and scanner. It processes data as per the user's requirement. It stores data. It gives results through the output devices like monitor, printer, etc. It controls all the operations inside the computer. Now we are going to see the basic organization of a computer. It looks like as shown in this diagram. It consists of an input unit. The input unit helps to enter the data or instructions to the computer system in an organized manner. The keyboard, mouse, camera, and scanner are some examples of input devices. The CPU performs operations like arithmetic and logical operations and also store the data and instructions. Now, input unit is used to enter the data and programs in an organized manner with the help of keyboard, mouse, camera, and scanner. The central processing unit performs arithmetic and logical operations, stores instructions and data. In short, CPU accepts instructions and data, then process it and then generate the output. The monitor and the printer are the output devices. There are 4 major components of a PC: monitor, keyboard, mouse, and CPU. Printer, scanner, camera can also be connected to the CPU. This is the monitor or screen of the computer. It is a visual display unit of a computer. It displays the user interface of a computer. We can open various programs and interact with the computer using the keyboard and the mouse. The keyboard is designed to enter text, characters, and other commands to the computer. This is the computer mouse. Typically, it has 2 clickable buttons and a scroll button. Pressing the left mouse button, we can activate most actions, and pressing the right mouse button, we can activate non-standard actions like shortcuts. The mouse wheel is used to scroll up and down by rolling this scroll button. The mouse is an alternative way to interact with the computer other than keyboard. Now let us see the various ports of the CPU. The power on switch is used to start the computer, which is located at the front side of the cabinet. This is the reset button, which helps to restart the computer if required. Also at the front side, we can see 2 USB port and 1 CD/DVD reader writer. The USB ports are used to connect pen drive and other USB devices. And the CD DVD writer is used to read or write a CD or a DVD. Now let's look at the back of the CPU. There are various types of ports are available for connecting different devices to the CPU. This is done by using various cables. There are many components inside the CPU like RAM, processor, ROM, hard disk, north bridge, south bridge, motherboard, different types of cards, and all these components generates heat while functioning. For maintaining the temperature of the CPU, fan is provided at the back of the cabinet. It is used to cool the components inside the cabinet. Otherwise, overheating can damage the components of the computer, which causes the data loss. It is also called as a cooling fan. Power supply unit, also called PSU, supplies power to the computer. These cables are used to connect the devices to the CPU. First cable is used to connect the monitor to the CPU. It is called as a VGA cable. Second cable is a power cable, which is used to provide the power supply to the devices like monitor and CPU. Third cable is used for networking, that is a network cable, along with the RJ45 connectors at the both ends. And 4 number cable is cable is with PS2 connectors, which are provided for connecting the mouse and keyboards for connecting to the CPU. The port for keyboard is purple in color if we are using PS2 type connector keyboard, and green color port is used to connect the mouse. Also, you can connect the USB keyboard or mouse to any of the port USB provided at the front or back USB ports. Remaining USB ports can be used to connect pen drive, external hard disk, scanner, or any other devices. This is the LAN cable and LAN port. It is a wired connection that allows the computer to connect the network. This is the serial port, which is used to connecting PDS and modem and other serial devices. This is the parallel port. It is used to connect devices like printer, scanner, etc. These are the audio jacks. The port in pink is used for connecting a microphone. The port in blue is used for connecting line in, for example, radio or a tape player. The port in green is used for connecting headphone or speaker or a line out. After connecting all the devices, it will look like this. After pressing the power on switch, you will see a string of words on a black screen. When computer first turn on, this is the BIOS system. It gives the information about the CPU, memory, hard disk drive and floppy disk drive. It is called as a BIOS. BIOS is the software which gives the CPU its first instruction when the computer is turned on. The whole process of loading the operating system is called as a booting of the computer. After all necessary checks are done, you will see the OS interface. If you are Ubuntu Linux user, you can see like this, or if you are a Windows user, you will see this type of a screen. Thank you very much. Thank you.